Hello everyone. Uh, Today I'm going to show you a cool method, a cool long division method. You know how to do long division, but at times it gets messy and you have to remember all those difficult times tables. So if you want to have a quick and dirty methods, so let me illustrate that by working with this example. You will get the message, okay, as we move along this. So let's say I have this number and I want to divide this by 7. Okay, this is not a big deal. So now instead of searching um, the tables rigorously, uh, let's put this line uh, below the 2 digits, 95. So we want to work with 2 digits at a time, okay? And because the divisor is 7, so I want to look for simple uh, multiplication examples. So, for example, 5 and 10, these are easy to work with, yeah? 5, 10, 15. So, what is 7 times 5? 35. What is 7 times 10? 10. Um, Sorry, 70. Okay. Uh, and what is 7 times 20? 20 is easier. It is 140. So, it seems that 95 is actually between 70 and 140. So we should go for a number between 10 and 20. So what is that number between 10 and 20? 15, yeah? So I will start with 15. Now I know it will look strange, but just bear with me. So 15 times 7 is 105. Now remember, do not move to that third digit, okay? Because we focused on these 2 digits. So everything must be with respect to this. So I'll write this 105 below 95, even though if it is larger. So if I now subtract this from 95, what do I get? 0 and -1. So it's -10. Okay, I got -10. Now, of course, -10 is not acceptable. So I have to deal with this problem before I move on to the next digit. So what do? I need to compensate. So, of course, 7 times 1 is 10. 7 times 1 is 7. Yeah. But because this is -10, so I would like to go with 7 times -1. That will be -7. Yeah, and even that is not enough. So I should go with 7 times -2. Remember, I need a positive remainder, so 7 times -1 was not enough. So 7 times -2 is -14, and when I subtract this from -10, this would become positive, and 14 minus 10 is 4, uh, and now I got a remainder which is less than 7. So now all I need to do is to combine these two results, and now uh, for this part, my answer is 13. Yeah, so it was a kind of an iterative method. Now let's bring this 7 below. Okay, now I want to deal with 47. So again, the rule is simple. 7 times 10, yeah, is 70, and 7 times 5, I already wrote that, is 35. Easy numbers. 47 is between 70 and 35. So I should go with a number that is between 10 and 5. Yeah, and I can try with anything between 10 and 5. And I don't care. We don't need to be exact because we can always correct our moves. So let's choose 7. Yeah. Let's choose 7. So 7 times 7 is 49. Yeah. And when I subtract this, what do I get? I get -2. Okay, negative is not acceptable. So I will now divide by -1. So 7 times -1. What is 7 times -1? -7. And when I subtract this from -2, I get 5. Yeah, 5 is acceptable. So how do I combine these two numbers? 7 and -1? 6. Yeah, 7 minus 1 is 6. So I got my next digit. You see, I hope you can see the point, because I'm working with simple numbers. Yeah, and then I correct myself. So let's bring this 8 down, 58. And again, I search like that. I need to work with 58. So 7 times 5 is 35. Yeah. And 7 times 10 is 70. Yeah. 58 is between. So I can go again with that 7. Yeah. The number between 5 and 10, I can go with 7 or 8. Yeah. So yeah, I know 8 is closer, but let's pretend that we got it wrong. So I will go with 7 again. Yeah. I want to make these mistakes so that you get the point. So what is 7 times 7? 49. And what do I get? 18 minus 1 is 18 minus 9 is 9. Yeah, okay. So I got 9, and 9 is greater than 7. So it means that I have to do it once more. Correction, 7 times 1 is 7. Subtract 2. Yeah, that is correct. 2 is now less than 7. And now I combine these two, 7 and 1. I add them. So I get, 7 plus 1 is 8. So my answer is now 1368. Yeah, 1368. I know it's messy, but I hope you get the point. Now let's complicate this question even more. And I will start with this 9578 again. Yeah. So let's again start with 9578. Yeah. Actually, let's write it down. Okay, sorry. Let's write it down here. 9578. Hope it's the same number. Yeah, 9578. And this times, and instead of dividing it by 7, I want to divide this by 14. Yeah, the divisor is 2-digit. And let's see if this strategy works. So again, I will start with 14 times 5, which is 70. And 14 times 10 is 140. 95 is between these two. Yeah. So I will go with a number between 5 and 10. And maybe I can go with 7. Yeah. With 7 or 8, whatever. So let's go with 7. So 7 times 7 is 98. Yeah. 14 times 7 is 98. And if I subtract 98 from 95, I will get -3. -3 is not acceptable. So I need to multiply 14 by -1. 14 times -1 is -14. And I have to subtract this. So I get 11. Now 11 is acceptable because this is smaller than 14. So how do I combine these two digits? Yeah, so remember, I start with this 7. This 7 was my initial attempt, and this -1 was the correction. So actually you are correcting your mistakes. So yeah, 6 is my answer from the first attempt. Now let's bring this 7 down all the way. So it's 117. Again, I think these same numbers are enough, 70 and 140. So this 117 is between 70 and 140. So my the number I try should be between 5 and 10. So I will again try with 7. Yeah. Um, of course, 7 is not the best number, but at least it's easy. Yeah, because we already used it. So you don't need to rework your calculation. We know 7 times 14 times 7 is 98. So we use the same result. Okay. Subtract it. What do I get? 9. Yeah. And 1. Yeah. 17 minus 8 is 9. And 10 minus 9 is 1. 19 is not acceptable because it's larger than 14. So it means that we need one more try. This time's positive because this is larger. So 14 times 1 is 14. And what do I get? 5. Yeah, 5 is acceptable because it is positive and it is smaller than 14. So now I combine these two digits, 7 and 1, and I get 8. Yeah, I got 8. So I got two digits correct. Now let's bring the 8 down all the way. 58. Okay. And remember, I need to divide it by 14. So again, let's see what do I have. I have 14 times 5 is 70. And I do not want to go uh, up because 58 is smaller than 70. So maybe the smallest number I should try is 1. Yeah, because 1, 5, 10. So what is 14 times 1? 14. Now 58 is between 14 and 70. So it means that I should try a number between 5 and 1. So how about 3? Let's try with 3. So 14 times 3. 14 times 3 is 42. I get 16. 16 is not acceptable because it is larger than 14. So I try 14 times 1. Yeah. 14 times 1 is 14. And I subtract this. Yeah. I get 2. 2 is acceptable. Yeah. So how do I combine 3 and 1? Yeah, 4. So my answer now is 684. I hope you get the point. Yeah. The idea, let me summarize the approach. Let's say you have a number, the dividend, yeah, with these digits, and then you have the divisor. It doesn't matter whether it's 2-digit or 3-digit. You try with simple rules, yeah. This divisor times 5 times 10 times 20 times 30, yeah, and stop when this number, the first, yeah, you can go with 2 digits or 3 digits depending on your ability to recall multiplication tables. The moment you find this number between two results, go with a number between those two. Try that. Of course, you will get it wrong. Make some correction, combine these, and I think you will enjoy division. Yeah. Uh, Let me tell you, there will be some of you who will argue that okay, all these divisions these days can be actually achieved very easily by a calculator or yeah, some computer program. That is, I'm not denying that. But the problem is that the traditional long division you use, it is very much possible that you do not know what is going on. Okay, you do not know the relationship between divisor, and dividend and remainder. This method, which I actually proposed, actually, it is wrong to say that I proposed the method because I did not invent this method. I just found similar tricks and formulated this into my own trick. Um, I believe that following this method will force you to understand division. Yeah, you will know why we subtract and what does it mean for the remainder to be larger than the divisor, and why does it need to be positive. So all these concepts are cemented through this method. Okay, so have fun, and maybe I'll see you in some new video, film some next video. Thank you.